Let's go ahead and get this thing jumping, man. Let's get it started. Um, Very first thing, USC punt scandal. Let me see if I can bring this up. But USC had a whole punt scandal, man, where they had. Um, Let me see if I could just lay it out for you perfectly. So USC was playing. I'm sorry, USC was playing Northwestern, and they go out on the punt team, and they have number 80, who is their punter, Sam Johnson. But there's another guy with double numbers, as you've seen this before, with number 80 on, who is a third string quarterback, Sam Hewitt. They go and they do a fake punt, and they throw a pass with the punter. Now the problem lies is you can't have two guys by rule with the same number in the same position. The punter's wearing number 80, but he's not on the field. The backup quarterback's wearing number 80. He's not on the field, but this is some next level thinking here. They run the guy out there. He looks just like the punter. He's got the same number as the punter. And here's the biggest trick. USC does not have names on the back of their jerseys. So there's no way to identify this different guy. Like I said, they had a spotter upstairs. They would see Hewitt on the back of the jersey versus Johnson. They don't have names on the back of their jersey. So I'm going to put this up here just to show you guys what it looks like. Now, I can't play it because, as you see, the punter is actually the third string quarterback, right? So the thing that's tricky about this whole deal, nobody recognizes it, not even the commentators, the coaches, or the referees until after the fact. Now, the big fight is, as you see, it's clearly 7-7, 14-27 in the second. The thing is, that's supposed to be what they call unfair tactics, okay? And that's a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty, but it wasn't called in the game. So, the Big Ten is looking at this, and everybody's looking at this. But like I said, the unique thing, and I think that's interesting about this is coaches are always trying to find the edge. Now, this will clearly change in the rule books going forward. But here's what USC is saying. You call it a punt formation. I call it an offensive formation. There's no rule that my quarterback can't line up 12 yards deep. There's no rule that he's not the quarterback. He's just lined up like that. Right? And that's where the tricky part gets in this. That's where the loophole is in this deal. And that's what's very interesting. I would love to hear y'all thoughts in the chat too as well about this, because that's what trick plays are all about. You're here to trick people into thinking one thing and something else. It's clearly they got 7 men on the line of scrimmage. You don't have enough guys in the backfield. You're good to go. Nobody else goes downfield because they're covered up. You're good to go. So I thought that was very interesting on Lincoln Riley's part. Also, the Northwestern coach did not complain about the call. So this is something that's happening internally within the conference. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's super interesting. I think it's a great play. I hate the fact that they used it against Northwestern when they could have used it, because they probably would clearly beat Northwestern. Clearly going to beat Northwestern. So I don't understand why people use trick plays when you don't really need them. Use them for the big game. Use them for the thing when you're down and you really need it. I mean, it's 7-7 in the second, right? It's not like you're trying to catch a big dog off guard. I mean, you 6-2, they 5-3. You probably run away with the game just like they did. This play wasn't a deciding factor in the game. I think they beat them, 38-10 or something like that. I don't know what the final game was, but that's what it ended up being. Let me see if I can fast forward this a little bit to the throw. So here, as you see number 80, I got to do this so we don't get copyright. He gets it. He turns and throws a dime. And I know they were like, dang, this punter right here really got it on, man, not knowing that it's the backup quarterback. So that's how that worked. I mean, interesting to me. But we'll see. Oh, man, what happened to my thing, man? Oh, Lord, I'm all jacked up. What happened to my stuff? All right, I guess here we go. All right. So, I mean, that's where it is. And I think it's interesting. I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. And now here's also the thing. They made the roster change USC made the roster change on the official game day roster. So it's not like they hid this because Sam Hewitt normally wears number 7. He had number 80 in the game. I mean, on the roster, on the official roster of the game day. So, people can say what they want to say in regards to it, but at the end of the day, I mean, they did everything they were supposed to within the rules. I think what's going to end up changing later as this goes on is they're going to say your quarterback is going to have to be within 10 yards, something like that. They're gonna find a way to do this so people don't get tricked later on down the line, or they may not do anything at all. And it's up to you to figure it out because technically that's an offensive play. You're just punting the ball, right? So I don't have an issue with it. Let me see what y'all say. Somebody said, "What's wrong with this?" Nothing to me outside. I think it's genius. If you ask me, I think it's genius. I really do think it's genius. You know, um, Never thought of it. I I just think it's genius. I think it's a great. I think they did a great job with that.